Yes, 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 y'all. We are ready. We are ready.
And we're back. The Keep 1 Million show. I'm Dwayne.
Sean B. We are back. We've been gone for a minute. we've been we've been gone for a minute.
I'll be on. And it is the Keep
Oh.
1 Million show. I'm Dwayne.
Sean P.
There you go, Sean. Uh-oh. It is December, the first week of December.
Yes, sir.
And it is Thursday Night Football.
Yes, yes, yes. Must win game for Detroit or Dallas.
Detroit, Dallas, 10-3. Dallas right now for Jameer Gibbs. 1 yard touchdown run. And yes, as Sean just said, this is a elimination game as the Dallas Cowboys, coming off a 3-game win streak,
Yeah.
are all of a sudden in contention, in playoff contention. The Lions, on the other hand, are kind of on their way down as the Bears and the Green Bay Packers have leapfrogged them. The Bears are right now the tops of the NFC,
Yes, they are.
which is unbelievable. And you have the Packers with that one tie they got from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there in the wild card position. So
Yeah.
with that being said, the Lions and the Cowboys are at must-win scenarios here. And for the Cowboys, it looks like it may be must-win for them through the rest of the season. Do you think either team, even with a win, can still get in the playoffs?
Either team with a win.
If they win this game, now they win this game, they're in, but some things can happen,
Yeah.
and they can still end up out. You know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This
yeah.
is just an elimination game for the loser.
Yes.
Now the
yes.
winner, they still have to go through the gauntlet of the rest of their season.
Well, it's a little tougher. All right, I don't believe Dallas is going to win out. I don't believe they're going to win out. But it's a lot of things that have to happen. Like, for example, Dallas. One of those teams that Dallas beat was Philly. That was heart aching for me because my Eagles were up 21-0, and a lot of people want to sit up there and blame the offense. Guess what? The defense got scored on. So you know they need to figure something out. And then Philly went on to lose to the Bears. That's tough. So Philadelphia has to beat the Chargers on Monday night. We need Dallas to lose tonight, and we have to beat the Chargers. And the Chargers, that's not a gimme. I don't think the Chargers are like extremely dominant like that, but they have a good defense, and that's not a gimme game. You know, they have to go in with the mindset we have to win out. And I do believe that Philadelphia Eagles, I'm not saying this because I'm an Eagles fan, but the Philadelphia Eagles are more likely to win out than the Dallas Cowboys are more likely to win out. However, I could be wrong about that. But this is an elimination game. Detroit and Dallas is an elimination game. So who wants it? Who wants it the most? That's what it comes down to. I just looked at the score and looked at some of the stats. Jared Goff is not balling out of control right now. You know, he only has I know it's messed up to look at it through fantasy odds, but in both my leagues, in one league he only has 5 points, in another league he only has 8. So that's not real great right now. But Jameer Gibbs, he's doing his thing. He's an all-pro this year, man. He's really been killing it. Him and who's the other running back that's been killing it?
For Detroit?
No, just in general. Like, Jameer Gibbs has been killing it.
Taylor. Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor. Bijan Robinson, even though Atlanta's not good, Bijan Robinson been killing.
Now, for the Cowboys, their next games is against the Vikings,
It's
the Chargers
winnable.
and the Commanders. So that could be.
Actually, they could win out.
They
To tell you the
could
truth,
win out.
yeah, I correct myself. They could win
The
out.
Chargers, I'm kind of skeptical of because the Chargers can, you know, pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah, they can. They can.
Now, if they win this game, they'll be. Will be a 7-5-1.
Mm-hmm.
So if they went out, they could be 10-5-1.
Yes. Yes.
Looking at the standings here, that could get them that 7th seed, depending on what happens with these other teams. Because really, the NFC East is only the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. The thing is, the thing is the NFC West. That's the issue right here because you have 3 teams, all have 9 wins.
And then
Rams, Seahawks, and Niners.
yes.
So they all could go to get in. Chicago at 9 wins, Green Bay at 8 wins. Then you have Philly at 8 wins, and Dallas. They still, let's say they win out and other teams win. Let's say San Francisco wins out. Let's say Seattle wins out. Let's say Green Bay wins out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them getting in at 10-5.
Who? Oh, Dallas.
No, because you have teams that, let's say San Fran wins. Let's say, like I said, Seattle, they'll already be at 10 wins. You know?
Yeah, because let's say the Eagles went out as well, so that means the Eagles would be. You said it's 3 games left, right?
3 games left,
So if they win out, they'll be 11-4. 11-4.
Yeah.
So and if Dallas wins out, they'll be 10 and something. So the Eagles will win the division, and that would be automatic playoff, right there. So and you're right. Those NFC West teams, that's tough. Man, Seattle's defense is ridiculous.
Yeah, Seattle is looking like they can run the gambit.
But the question is Sam Darnold.
Yeah, because we know what happened to him this time last season.
Yeah.
He
imploded, man.
Yes.
Like,
I wanted to say something, but I can't say it on this radio station, 90.7 FM KRDP. But
he imploded, man. He imploded.
Sam Darnold with Minnesota, this is the reason why Minnesota let him walk, which was a mistake.
Yeah, that
was a mistake.
That was
see
a
what
mistake.
Minnesota is right now. They was 14-2. Now they're on the outside looking in. They definitely are not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a big.
I think they're eliminated right now.
That was a big mistake. I mean, see, you can say what you want about Sam Darnold, but he could get Justin Jefferson the ball. He get him the ball.
Exactly.
It's just he has times when those games where he's bad. You just like, but he does have that defense to fall back on. That defense is ridiculous.
Right. Now, once again, let me see the score. I think it's still it's 10-6 right now with the Cowboys with the ball right now. The AFC, since we went to the NFC, the AFC, you have actually another, crazy thing. New England is at 11-2. You got Baltimore and Pittsburgh tied for the AFC North. You have Jacksonville and Indy tied for the AFC South. And then you have the AFC West, Denver at 10-2. Kansas City all the way at 6-6. Chargers at 8-4. Can New England get back to prominence this quickly? I'm really surprised that this is it. You got Drake May, who is
Yeah.
the leading MVP candidate, how he's playing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just Vrabel, tops in as far as coaching is concerned.
They said it's
He's gonna
between
be
him.
Coach of the year.
They said it's between him and Ben Johnson out of Chicago.
Oh, of
For
course.
coach of the year.
I would give it to Ben Johnson because of that turnaround.
Yeah, because
How
that
drastic
that was a
is.
drastic turnaround in
Yes.
Chicago.
They are right now the number one team in the NFC.
Yeah.
But on the AFC, you have New England, the number one team in the AFC. They just beat the Giants in that debacle of a game.
They said, but the kicker kicked the grass.
Yes,
I'm
he did.
like,
He
good
did.
Lord.
I mean, if it gets it doesn't get any worse than that. So
Drake May. What college did Drake May play for?
play for North Carolina.
For North Carolina.
Yeah.
He was the quarterback for him last year, though, right?
Yes.
Drake May. Okay.
Yeah, he was.
So is this his
Came
second?
out
This is second year.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
Because I just remember, and it's just a memory lapse. I remember the Mac Jones. I remember when they drafted Mac Jones. So Belichick was still with him when they drafted Mac Jones, right?
Mac Jones, and then that year after, the year after is when Belichick left.
And it was Mayo.
Yeah. Rod Mayo came in.
Yeah.
They let Mac Jones go. There were, I think right after that they brought in Drake May that next draft. So it's been just from Mac Jones to Drake May. You had Cam Newton in there for a little bit.
Yeah, he was a little bit in
you
there.
know.
but no, I'm not dissing Cam. Cam wasn't Cam anymore at that point. And then it goes to show you, well, a coach and a quarterback. That's all it really took.
Right.
And now the road to the Super Bowl in the AFC is going through Foxborough again. Like,
yeah, this is a surprising
yeah.
thing. One more thing, you have this Baltimore Pittsburgh thing. I talked about this the last time we was here together, which has been about a month ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Was the fact that Baltimore, with a healthy Lamar Jackson, can win the division. Remember, they were down, and they came and got some wins together. Now they play against Pittsburgh, basically for the division title right now. I mean, you're going to have some other games, 3 more games left. Can you see Baltimore beating Pittsburgh and eventually winning that division title and getting to the playoffs?
Yes, I can see it. I can see it, but I also can see a scenario where Cincinnati makes the playoffs.
I don't know where you're getting that from.
It can happen.
I mean,
it can happen.
They're still mathematically in, but
it can happen.
I get it. Joe Burrow's back.
It can happen.
They had this that crazy win last week.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I believe Baltimore's going to win the division, go to playoffs, but it could happen.
I can't see 2 teams out of that AFC North getting in there at all.
No. In the scenario I'm thinking about, Cincinnati would have to pretty much dang near win out.
They would have to win out, and Pittsburgh would have to lose out.
Yeah,
And
which is possible. Pittsburgh could lose out.
And some other teams would have to lose as well. Possibly, I think the Dolphins are still in it. I think the Texans are still in it. So the Texans may have to lose, in that wild card spot. And for Cincinnati, a lot has to happen.
Yeah,
a whole lot. I mean, it seems like you're all about the chaos.
Oh, I'm all about the chaos.
All about the chaos. We're gonna talk about that chaos.
Give me the chaos. Give me
the next segment with college football.
Yeah, give me that chaos.
There's a lot of chaos going on.
The creator of chaos, baby.
Yeah, like you
Loki.
Bengals aren't gonna do it. I'm looking at their next. They have 5 games left. The Bills. The Ravens.
I think they could be. They'll lose to the Bills. I think they could beat the Ravens.
The Dolphins.
They could beat the Dolphins.
The Cardinals.
They could beat the Cardinals.
And then the Browns.
They could beat the Browns.
Bengals.
If they win 4 out of those 5 games, but other people have to lose though. That's,
oh man, so many people gotta lose.
That's the thing. Pittsburgh and Baltimore have to lose some games.
I'm talking the Texans. The Bills would have to lose. I mean, if they beat the Bills, they would have to lose. The Bills have to lose again. The Dolphins have to lose. New England have to lose just cause. Okay, they would have at least to get 3 or 4 losses, just to make things a little bit closer for those top seeds. So much needs to happen for the Bengals to get in the playoffs that it's not even. You know what I mean? There gotta be that mathematician.
Hey. I'm not saying that it will happen. I'm just saying that it could happen.
We need a mathematician.
I think the odds are
to show us
like
how does the Bengals get into the playoffs? Because I don't know how. I can't figure that out. But it is. Hold on. It is, still 10-6 Lions. Let me double check this score here. This is the Keep 1 Million show. I'm Dwayne. 90.7 FM. Got Sean P with me.
Yes, sir.
It is 10-6 Thursday night football. Lions over the Cowboys. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Still getting into right before halftime, and we're gonna come right back, talk some college football, and everything else. Keep it locked right here. Let's Keep 1 Million show.
Yes, sir.
Radio station serving the East Valley on 90.7 FM and the rest of our community.
Yeah, I'm not saying it can happen. I'm
Right.
saying it could happen. And I do know that Baltimore and Pittsburgh got to drop games. They have to drop games. The only way Cincinnati gets in is the division champ. So, you name 4 out of those 5 games, they could win 4 of them. They just ain't got no defense.
Right.
It's all about how many points offense score.
I can't see them beating the Ravens.
Click on the donate button.
They already beat them. They already beat them too.
Exactly.
It's not like they can't. It's not like they can't. It's not like they can't beat them.
Yeah. I can't see beating them twice. So you saying they're gonna
No,
sweep them?
I'm not saying that they can. I'm not saying it's.
bold. That's a take. That's a hot take right there.
Interest in reaching the KRDP listening audience and individual donor community.
Bengals will
I ain't gonna say that.
sweep the Ravens. That's what you're saying?
I said that it can happen. I ain't saying it will.
They're gonna wear their all-white helmets for the rest of the season.
Become a business sponsor from the drop-down menu.
It's the Keep It 1 Million show. I'm Dwayne.
Sean P.
I did it again. Okay. Yeah, this one is messed up. Say it one more time, Sean.
Sean P.
Okay. Yeah, this one is kind of messed up. Needs to be fixed here. 90.7 FM KRDP. We're live.
Mm-hmm.
First week of December.
Yes, sir.
Everybody getting their
The Christmas stuff
their
together.
Christmas list.
Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Right. And it is now 17-6. Lions with a looks like a Montgomery with a 35-yard touchdown.
Oh, Montgomery broke out one.
Yep. And that's what, you know what? This is what the Lions need to get back to.
Ground and pound.
Instead of all of that trickeration, 4th down this, 4th down that, just grind the ball. Run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We know the Cowboys have horrible run defense.
Yeah, they have bad run defense.
They've gotten a lot better in the past 3 games, those 3 wins that they have, but they still are horrible against the run. Without Michael Parsons, yes, you bring in the guy from the Jets,
Mm-hmm.
Quinn Williams,
I believe so. Yeah.
and I think he is quite a run stopper, or you know, but the rest of the team is not. So if you can run north and south against the Cowboys, you can beat them. And this is what they're doing. They're running north and south. You know, Jabir Gibbs, he can, do Barry Sanders kind of things.
Oh yeah.
Not saying he's
yeah.
like Barry Sanders, but he can twist and turn on you. But Montgomery, smash mouth.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right in the middle.
It was one game a few games ago. It was like in the waning minutes of the game. He had a 77-yard touchdown. That's how one of my partners lost his fantasy game. Actually,
Oh wow.
if they would have just tackled him, he would have won. Man, Montgomery broke off that, and he could do that. He's not as fast as Gibbs, but he's tough to tackle. So yeah, man, they got a good 1-2 punch right there.
Right. And this Cowboys team, they can come back on you now. Their offense is potent.
It's potent, prolific.
George Pickens on one side, who's the number one. You got CeeDee Lamb, who's their number one, number 88,
Yeah.
like who.
Yeah, Des Bryant and Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin, and the thing is, don't let them have time to throw the ball.
Oh yeah.
Because it's gonna be a touchdown, or it's gonna be a very long play. They're one of the top teams in in long plays and in high scoring. But if the Detroit defense can hold them, that Detroit secondary can hold them, they can win this game. And I think it's about the secondary and the run game. You can hold Pickens, you can hold down Lamb, and then you can run up the middle on Dallas. You're gonna win this game.
Mm-hmm.
You just cannot let them score a touchdown. If they score a touchdown, they're gonna keep trying to score a touchdown. Then they're gonna that shark smells blood.
Yep.
You don't want that to happen. So now moving on to college football, and this is another one that you're loving the chaos.
Oh yeah, I love it.
You're loving the chaos.
Marquee of mayhem.
Here, which I'm gonna go with the top 12, and it was weird because when I seen the reveal, they kind of left some teams out because the conference championship games, right? But here's your top teams: Ohio State's number 1, Indiana's number 2, Georgia's number 3, Texas Tech's 4, Oregon's 5, Ole Miss is 6, Texas A&M 7, Oklahoma's 8, Alabama's 9, Notre Dame's 10, BYU's 11, and Miami's 12. And what's weird about it is the fact that Miami's 12 at they're 10-2. They lost 2 unranked teams, so they're out of the ACC championship game. That is against Virginia and Duke. And like you said, if Duke wins, the ACC is out of it because they have 5 losses. They're 7-5, and then that's where the chaos happens, because does Miami at 2 losses, do they still get in? Who gets in as another conference champion? You know, you have two conference champions at large bids, which aren't the teams that have the first round bye.
Mm-hmm.
There's still 2 conference champion at large bids at stake. So if the ACC is out of it, it'll be 2 group of 5 teams that can get it. Group of 5 conferences that can get it. Either, you know, the Tulane, either, man, I don't even know. I really don't know what will be the other conference. Mountain West Conference.
I wouldn't begin. This is why I'm loving
The
it.
big, you know what comes into play too? The Big 12 comes into play.
The Big 12.
Who's going to be the Big 12 champion? You got BYU is already, I guess, a team that can that's projected to win that. You know, they're ranked 11. So, and Texas Tech is they're at number 4. So Texas Tech, BYU, you know, whoever wins that is probably automatically going to have a first round bye for the Big 12.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the last season with Arizona State.
Mm.
But how do you see this playing out? Because I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, what's the other conference? If Cincinnati wins their conference champion, do they get in, or is man?
This is why I love it, because I don't know. It's like, I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I mean, this is phenomenal to me. This is awesome to me, because I'm like, you got the ACC, that's one of the top conferences, that if Duke wins, they're not gonna send a team there,
No,
because
they
can't, because Duke would be the conference champion, but they're not gonna send a 5-loss team there, and then to the college football playoffs. But then the people say, well, Miami could be put in there, but Miami didn't win the conference championship.
No,
You know,
they can sneak in as a at large bid, kind of like, you know, basketball. They still have these at large bids, whereas the other, you know, the bottom 5 teams. You know,
Okay.
the bottom 5 teams to get to that 12.
But then you're like, oh well, you got your conference champion right here. That's not in it. so
That's true.
it wouldn't hurt my feelings if Miami was in there. It wouldn't hurt my feelings, because I don't believe Miami's going to win that championship. So that's just, you know, fodder right there. So it's just very interesting on what's going to happen here, and I'm all there for it. I can't even tell you who's going to win the national championship, because none of these teams are like,
they're not
dominant.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I want to say Notre Dame in a way, but
no, not Notre Dame.
But
the 2 dominant teams are Ohio State and Indiana, and they're going to play each other in the Big Ten championship. So they're both in. They're both going to have probably the top 2 seeds. They're both the top 2 teams. One of them is going to just have 1 loss.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, there's no dominant player this year. You know, you had Texas, who's most likely not going to get in because they have 3 losses with Arch Manning. Now they did, you know, have a huge win against I forget what team they just beat. Oh, they beat Texas A&M, who's a playoff bound team, and their coach Sarkisian was talking about how they should be in the playoff because of their resume and everything like that. But losing early, having 3 losses, it's not gonna cut it. Big news: Lane Kiffin goes to LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Ole Miss is in the playoffs. Ole Miss can possibly, if I'm not mistaken, they're not going to play in the conference championship, but they're going to be in the playoff, and they could, you know, fight for a national champion.
They could.
He's not going to coach in the playoff.
No.
He's going to be recruiting and you know, getting his team together at LSU. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
You know, Lane Kiffin is Lane Kiffin. You know, he's. I remember was it Nick Saban firing him because he took the Florida Atlantic job, and he was too busy recruiting for that job than concentrating on the national championship game against Clemson. I remember that.
Right,
I remember that. I remember Lane Kiffin getting fired on the tarmac at USC. I vividly remember that. They wouldn't even let him get on the plane. So I remember him with the Raiders and the late great Al Davis calling him a con man. Tennessee, he's at Tennessee.
Yeah, he's at Tennessee.
I mean, he
stops. Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't leave anywhere gracefully. Like Larry Brown leaves places gracefully. This guy doesn't leave anywhere gracefully, and he's going to LSU. I believe he will be successful at LSU. He was successful at Ole Miss. He literally has Ole Miss. Ole Miss had a glimmer of a chance to sniff a national championship. They haven't seen that since 1962. I looked it up.
And this is why I'm shocked that he took the LSU job. I get the prestige, the money, the fame, and whatnot, but you had a chance to do something no one's done. It's take Ole Miss as far as you can take them, which is to the national championship game, and you just leave that in the dust for what may or may not be something. You don't know. You see what happened with Brian Kelly, and he's going to I guess trying to sue LSU because of the money that they said they're not going to give him, that he said he was promised in the contract. So it's all shady. So maybe they need each other, two shady entities. Someone shady like Lane Kiffin and the team that's shady like LSU.
Okay.
But the thing is, I mean, they even had, think about it, the governor fired Brian Kelly, not the athletic director.
Well,
the governor of the state fired Brian Kelly.
No, the athletic director got fired too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's all crazy over there at LSU. So
I'm curious, how does the governor have power to fire a coach?
Yeah. Unbelievable. The thing is, I think Ole Miss does have an issue as well, because why didn't they pay him? You should have just paid Lane Kiffin. Okay, how much they want? We're going to match it right now. We'll match it right now. You're going to stay here. We're on a mission right now. We got the top players. We have all the money. We're in the playoff. All we need is the coach. That's it. That's all you need. And now your coach is gone. What are you going to do? Maybe you get far enough. Maybe, kind of like what happened with Notre Dame. They end up in the national championship game, despite Brian Kelly leaving, his assistant taking over, and things of that nature. They're still in the playoff as well. So, their program is tight knit. Let's see what happens with Ole Miss now. Does Ole Miss have a tight knit group that can rally around this and get far in the playoffs?
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see. I'm not an Ole Miss fan. The last time I paid attention to Ole Miss was when Eli Manning was playing for them, and I said Manning. Oh, he got a brother playing for Ole Miss, and we shall see. I want Ole Miss to succeed. They've been through a lot right now. I want them to succeed. And it'd be a heck of a story if they actually won a national championship.
Right.
I don't think they're going to do it, but it'd be a heck of a story.
And we're going to come right back with more Keep 1 Million Show, 90.7 FM. Got some NBA news. And are y'all going to really watch Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul? We'll talk about that on the other side. Keep it locked right here. Let's Keep 1 Million Show.
Yes, sir.
Radio than larger companies. KRDP
Yeah, man.
offers business sponsorship packages
I think
for a variety
I
of
don't know.
budgets
Joshua,
and is seeking sponsors to
he
help
should be
support
able
the
to beat this
station
dude.
and its
I can't
Yeah.
mission.
see him losing this
If
fight,
your
man.
local business is interested in reaching the
If
KRDP
he loses,
listening audience and
if it's close, or if he loses, I'll be utterly surprised.
254-6636
He,
or visit our website at
I just don't want him trying to. Well, which he probably not going to do. He probably just going to time him like he did the last
Yeah.
dude. He's just going to time it. But I don't want him to go on for this knockout.
KRDP is a new community radio station serving the East Valley on 90.7 FM and the rest of our community online at our website. Listen, the number 2, KRDP.com. KRDP features a mix of R&B, jazz, soul, gospel, and locally produced programming from the Valley community. We encourage you to financially support KRDP with a sustaining monthly donation.
Man.
You can donate right now by going to our website. Listen, the number 2, KRDP.com. Click on the donate button. Your financial support is greatly appreciated.
Let's keep 1 million, Sean Dwayne.
Sean P.
And what happened with the Clippers and Chris Paul? Now, he announced his retirement this past week. You know, he was already getting the accolades and the farewell wishes and all of that. And, you know, I guess he wanted that whole tour. You know, the whole going away tour where you get the gifts from the different teams and all that. And I guess the Clippers just weren't with it. Ty Lue came out and said they had to part ways because of his leadership style wasn't meshing with, I guess, the coaches. And James Harden and Kawhi Leonard was shocked. They didn't even know what happened. Harden said he found out from ESPN, which is crazy.
Chris Paul said he found out like in the midnight hour.
Right.
How Fred Hampton say, late in the midnight hour. God's gonna turn it around. Yeah, man. God didn't turn it around on that dude, man. The Clippers organization did. It's actually sad. I mean, but they say there's a lot of people that don't like Chris Paul, that he rubs people the wrong way. And us as fans, we know him as CP3, one of the greatest point guards to ever play the game, quintessential floor general. He does not have a chip. We know that. He does have a chip, and like players like him, Carmelo, Charles Barkley, Allen Iverson, you wish they had a chip because it would help solidify him, but that's just part of the game. He just doesn't. He doesn't have a chip, and but he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and I can't see him being picked up by anybody substantial. I could be wrong about that,
Right.
but
he says he still wants to play. He still is looking for another team and everything. It's bad. I think Carmelo Anthony said on his podcast that it's bad how they are treating these
I saw that too.
all-time greats.
I saw that as well.
I mean, he said next could be Anthony Davis, you know, with the trade rumors swirling around Anthony Davis.
Next could be him.
I think that's
Russell,
going to be
Russell Westbrook.
Where he, you know, got on the Sacramento Kings in the last hours, beginning of the season.
Yeah.
You know, he was without a team all the way until the last day. So it is, and he's, you know, Mr. Triple Double. It seems like it kind of reminds me of when a lot of the players before Carmelo Anthony ended up leaving, like the Allen Iversons and whatnot, end up leaving, and it was that guard, that scoring guard was being phased out of the league.
Yeah.
Those point guards, Allen Iverson, I think it was Stevie Francis.
Yeah. Stephon Marbury.
And others. They had to go play overseas. And and it was like, I mean, Marbury would end up in China. Iverson went to Turkey. You know, Carmelo didn't, but Carmelo he got back in the league for a couple seasons. But it's like, yeah, the league now they don't. These players that are retiring or on their last years, they don't give them their flowers. As I was trying to say, they don't do that. They just spit them out and rinse and repeat. The new hotness comes in, the Cooper Flags of the world, the Wembeyamas of the world, and you focus on that. So, what do you think is going to happen to these players like AD, Steph Curry? They're already talking about LeBron. You know, this may be his last year with the Lakers, which means that doesn't mean he's going to retire. That means the last team with the Lakers. You know, how do you think these players are going to play out?
Steph Curry doesn't have anything to worry about. He's going to retire. A Golden State Warrior. He's not. He literally can go to the owner's office and spit on his desk, and nothing will happen to him. Like, he's going to retire a Golden State Warrior. But AD, I can see Anthony Davis getting traded. Remember, Giannis wants out.
Yeah, we're definitely going to talk about that.
Giannis wants out. Now, that's not an equal trade for AD, but you can add some parts in there and everything. And Dallas made a colossal blunder when they traded Luka. They actually, I believe they did talk to Milwaukee real quick about Luka for Giannis and some important pieces, but they got shut down. That's the rumors I read. But then you got you got John Moran out there, just floating out there. They talking about getting rid of him.
Yeah.
In Memphis.
Could be a lot of big movement.
Who else did you ask about? What else did you ask about?
No, we want to go back to the Giannis situation because come to find out from Brian Windhorst at ESPN, he already said that the Bucks and the Knicks were actually in talks over the summer. Excuse me. About trading Giannis, and nothing came of it.
Yeah, because the Knicks don't have draft picks.
Yeah, so they would have to have a third team to come in. They have players, Karl-Anthony Towns, Bridges, Hart. You know, they have some good bench players, McBride. Even Jordan Clarkson, which I wouldn't want them to take Clarkson or McBride.
Maybe even not Hart, because Hart's nice
off
of the
team.
And Hart's nice off that bench, dude.
Yeah, he is the sixth man. But the thing is, you're going to at least have to give up 2 players, maybe 3 players, and a few draft picks. Because remember, the Mikal Bridges trade, that's why it messed up. They gave away 5 first-round draft picks for Mikal Bridges.
I don't understand why they did that. That many draft picks.
I still don't understand why they did that either. The thing is, they get all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, a couple games away from the NBA Finals, and that's where the Knicks are trying to go. And Giannis has said he wants to be a Knick. Giannis has said that he has a home in New York City. There's been, this past summer, pictures of him and his family in New York City. The rumors, I guess, are true that his wife wants to live in New York City. If not, she's going back to Greece with the family. So it's like pressure on Giannis to get out of there. And his representatives, his team, is talking to the Bucks team, the Bucks upper management, and see what can happen. He's out with a calf injury, very convenient. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks. We know what happens when this happens. When people want to orchestrate a trade, they get injured. They're out.
They get injured.
Air quotes. You see them injured on another team, and then they're playing again like nothing happened. So this is the tea leaves that we're seeing that's going to happen. One team that said they're all in is the Spurs.
Oh, for Giannis?
Yes.
Giannis
Spurs
and
are
Wemby?
all in.
Ooh.
Most teams are trying to get packages together to present to the Bucks. There's a whole bunch of teams trying to present packages right now to the Bucks. So it's league wide. It's not like, you know, only a few teams can offer a package for him. The whole league is like, okay, where do you want to go? Because we want you here. Remember, Miami, you got LA, both LAs. Like you talked about Dallas, the Knicks, Boston. Every team, every top team right now. I mean, who wouldn't want one of the top 5 players in the league? Ex-NBA champion, a Finals MVP. You know, so yeah, it's going to be a free for all this next month and a half. I would say before the All-Star break, we're going to find something out. What happens with not just Giannis, but these other players we talked about.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Something to get trying to get Giannis. I mean, but if he went to San Antonio, man,
that'd be insane.
That'd be insane.
That
But
wouldn't even be fair. David Stern is rolling in his grave right now. That wouldn't be fair.
Like who would they?
You stop that trade in a heartbeat.
They yeah, like he did with CP3.
Yeah, exactly. Chris Paul. I mean, we did get that from Chris Paul that someone stopped the trade for unfair advantage.
I'm trying to think who the Spurs had to get, because I know they wouldn't want to give up Castle. They wouldn't want to do that.
No, that's what they want.
Oh, they want.
No, I mean that's what they want. They would want Castle and somebody else and a bunch of draft picks.
Yeah.
I mean, even Oklahoma City's in play because of how much capital they have.
Oh, they do. They have a lot of draft picks.
Yeah, all the draft picks they have. I mean that man. I just think about that. That'll reset Milwaukee.
SGA and Giannis.
Man.
But here's the thing. It's a family thing. He wants New York, though. I don't think it's white. I've been to Oklahoma City, beautiful city, nice city, but she ain't gonna go for that.
Yeah.
Like I mean, she wants New York or bust.
I would see Miami. I would see LA, and they want the big cities, big lights, big cities.
Yeah.
You know, so we're definitely gonna keep an eye on all of the trade rumors and what happens, because you know anything can happen right now in the NBA. And it's 20-9 halftime. Detroit over the Cowboys. Yeah.
Still, they have Cowboys have with that explosive offense, they have the capability to come back.
The 11-point game.
They have the capability to come back.
Yeah.
I mean, you score a touchdown with an extra point, 7 points, that you only down 4 at that point. That's
now. We do have to talk about this. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. It's coming up very soon. And do you, now, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be on Netflix, so people are going to watch. But do you think people will watch?
Oh yeah, they'll watch. Because Jake Paul has mastered the Floyd Mayweather concept. He has people tune in to see you lose, to see you get knocked out. You know, so Mayweather mastered that, and that's this is what Jake Paul is doing. Now, my question is, I'm just, because I love boxing, and I'm just like, yo, how is this going to turn out? Because we know Anthony Joshua doesn't go in, like he went into the last one with the UFC guy and just knocked his block off. And is he going to come in like that, or is he going to come in passive playing around because they're saying, hey, don't do this and don't do that or whatever? Because that's what a lot of people are thinking, because he tried to fight Tank.
Yeah.
He tried, and we was like, hold up, there's weight classes for a reason. And you probably trying to fight Tank, and the only reason why that fight not going on because Tank got personal issues. So now with Anthony Joshua, we'll see.
Exactly. If I think people have so much more respect for Anthony Joshua if he knocks out Jake Paul, especially the diehard, hardcore boxing fans. You see what he did to Ngannou, and then he came and said what he said about Ngannou and others, fighters who want to come into boxing and think they can run boxing out of nowhere. I think he has a real despise for that, being how his career has been, where he has been two-time heavyweight champion, never undisputed champion, but how hard it is for him to get to where he has gotten lost, came back, won, lost again, came back, and then someone like a Jake Paul who would just come in out of nowhere, literally out of YouTube, and demand, $20 million fights. I think for him, I think he feels that's very disrespectful. So he's gonna knock him out. One last thing before we go is we got a couple minutes left. We have to get into what's going on with the WBC and Crawford, to where he's stripped of the WBC middleweight title because of money.
Yeah.
He didn't pay a fee, so it's kind of now he's talking about they're trying to bully him into paying his fee. And what are your thoughts on that before we go?
Well, these fees, to explain these fees, these fees are nothing new. You have to pay a fee to the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO. You have to pay a fee to them, and typically it's a percentage of your purse. I believe it's a percentage that's agreed upon, and then you pay it. Well, the WBC, right? It's WBC.
Yeah, WBC.
The WBC is saying, well, we agreed upon this percentage, but then we lowered it for him, and we asked him to send us the money, and he hasn't done it. Well, Terrence Crawford is saying, no, they're trying to bully me. They're asking for more money.
Yeah.
And so they're just going back and forth. Now, a lot of people will believe Terrence Crawford, because a lot of people believe that these alphabet, it's not just the WC, but all these alphabet companies are corrupt. Now, what I will say is Terrence Crawford is at this point in his career where Mayweather famously said, I don't fight for belts, I fight for checks. So Terrence Crawford doesn't need the WBC title. He has the Ring Magazine title. That's the title that matters. The Ring, he's the undisputed champion. That's the Ring Magazine is the one that matters. And he can let the rest of those go and be like, whatever. That what it comes down to is they're saying they're owed the money. Now I don't know if it's contractually or not. I got to read more into it.
So what that means is there's going to be a lot of lawyers involved.
Yeah, to get the money.
A lot of lawyers involved.
Yeah,
they're going to get the money. So with that being said, please keep it locked right here. Keep 1 Million Show, 90.7 FM. We'll come right back, talk all this and more. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.